Here's some real deal action for you a little bit more. I want to talk to you tonight about the Doomsayers. Now, we bring a lot of them on CNBC. Guys who made their reputations by forecasting doom and turning out to be right. Meredith Whitney is one of the best-known Doomsayers. She called the Citigroup collapse and the banking crisis way before the rest of Wall Street did. Nouriel Roubini. He's an even bleaker doomsayer. He called the meltdown back in September '06, a full year before the market peaked and began its horrible slide. And there was a money manager guy on CNBC earlier today, Dan Deegan of Deegan Financial Advisors, and he sees as much as a 50% decline in stock prices from where they were in the fall, and he recommends buying absolutely nothing in the stock market right now. But it's important for investors, for CNBC viewers, to remember that most everyone who goes on air is there to talk their book, to sell something. If they see even worse times ahead for the economy, chances are they're trying to sell you instruments that fare well in that kind of a downturn. It's one reason why Bill Gross and Mohammed El-Arian of PIMCO are down on stocks. They sell a lot of bonds. And one other thing, Wall Street is a male-dominated preserve, and men love to play, can you top this? So the doomsayers try to outdo each other on whose forecast is the most dire. It's just what they do. Now, these doomsayers, they made their props by preaching doom and being right about it. And when that's how you made your rep, you're going to be one of the last to reverse course and decide we're going to be okay. And yet, we are going to be okay. And I'm not selling anything. Okay, tonight I am taking aim at one of those perma-bear type players now. He's a forecasting Eeyore. Peter Schiff of Euro Pacific Capital. In 2007, he came out with his very prescient book, Crash Proof: How to Profit from the Coming Economic Collapse. He was right to preach doom then, and he's still preaching it now. And by the way, he has stuff to sell you that can protect you, right, Peter? I mean, you like overseas stocks and safe harbors like gold, which goes up in value as people become more scared about the economy.
Well, yes, they go up in value, but not because they're listening to me. Those things are going to happen anyway. Yeah. Gold's going to go up, whether or not I come on television and talk about it.
And if someone buys gold through your firm, do you make money on it?
Well, I mean, anybody that does something through my firm, I make money. Did you ask these questions about all the perma bulls that are on your network day after day?
They're trying to sell stuff too, aren't they? You're totally right. They're trying to sell stuff too.
Yeah, I'm a stockbroker. I can sell stocks just like all those other guys. The difference is I am not perma-bear or perma-bull. I understand reality. When you guys first started calling me Dr. Doom on Squawkbox, I said, look, it's not doom. It's reality that I'm talking about. And the reality is we're still in a lot of trouble. And when I wrote that book, Crash Proof, not only did I predict what would happen, but I predicted exactly what the government would do to try to solve the problem in the name of stimulus. And it's the stimulus that's making things worse. The economy is not going to recover until we stop digging ourselves into a deeper economic hole, Peter, which is precisely what we're doing.
Now, how is stimulus making things worse when so far the Fed managed to spend less than a dime on the dollar of that puppy?
No, remember, we are in trouble now because we've already overdosed on government stimulus. We don't want interest rates to be zero. We need interest rates to be much higher. We don't want government to spend more. We want government to spend less. We don't want government bailing out companies that are not viable. They need to fail.
I'm with you on that.
In the short run, remember, whenever you get a government stimulus, the short-term effect, you get a little boost. You get these green shoots. But the economic soil has been poisoned by the stimulus. Those green shoots are going to wither and die.
Right, but Peter, you don't really think that interest rates should be higher in an economy that is actually contracting in its growth, do you?
No, absolutely, because we have a shortage of savings and we have too much debt. And the thing is, the government has kept interest rates too low for too long. We have to let them go up.
But American savings rates are up now, right? American savings rates have suddenly ballooned to, 6 or 7% or something.
But government spending is more than offsetting that increase, so our net national savings is not expanding. We need it to expand. If we take our medicine, we'll have an immediate decline that's sharper than the one we have now. But I can assure you, because of what the government's doing, we're probably going to have an official unemployment rate of better than 15% by the end of Obama's first term. Now, if we did the right thing, we would be long on the way to recovery by then.
When's the last time, Peter, just one last question, when's the last time you were bullish overall?
Well, I've been bullish on a lot of things for the last 10 years, and I've been right. I've been bullish on foreign economies. I've been bullish on China. We've invested a lot of money there for the last 10 years. I've been bullish on commodities. I've been bullish on precious metals. But I was bearish on the stock market in the late 1990s, and I was right. And when I saw the government inflating a real estate bubble as early as 2002, 2002 and 2003, I began predicting exactly what would happen when the bubble burst.
You did.
And I can't, look, it's not my fault that I was able to see these problems far enough in advance to not only warn people about it, but to do something about it.
Okay, got to wrap here. When you make a major turn and decide that the end of the world is not near, come on my show and let's break some news, Ben.
Hey, I'm not bearish on the whole world.
I got you.
I'm bearish on America, and only because of what we're doing.
And I'm bullish on America. All right, thanks a lot for being with us. Appreciate it very much.